Hey everybody, this is Sheila here at With Love Reiki and Healing in Las Vegas, Nevada, and thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day or your evening or your night. I am grateful. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's been a while since I've done anything informative, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some stuff. This whole month I have been guided, or like all my classes and things have been all about the empath and the health of the empath and why it's so important to understand what we need to do when we are an empath or a highly sensitive person. So this is what this video is going to be about. Today it's going to be about tools, specifically crystals. So it's going to be about the best crystals to use, in my opinion, right, for the empath, how crystals can help, and they can be used as tools to balance out the moments we have of craziness, if you will, or excitability or anxiety or any of the lower vibrations that we may experience so intensely. So first off, I'll say thank you. Okay, second, I want to say, what is an empath and are you one? In my personal opinion, an empath at this point is the next stage of the human race, right? Right now we communicate with verbs and adjectives and nouns and our words and expressions of body. It's how we communicate for the majority of people on this planet. However, there is a large growing number of people who understand energy, and if you're watching this, you're probably one of them. So when we exchange our energy, which we all do every time you're around someone or something, you are exchanging energy through your energy bodies, your chakras, your etheric bodies, things like that. It's all energy. So what happens is, you've seen it before, you walk into a room and here's your energy, and here's somebody else and here's their energy. Your energy's already mixing and giving off information before you physically meet up, okay? So it's just a more efficient way, or it will be a more efficient way of communicating. Human beings, we need to talk about everything. That's great, it's fantastic for right now, but later on it's going to be walking into the room and feeling all these emotions and feeling all of these thoughts and feelings and things, but being able to understand it, being able to bring it into your awareness but not be affected by it. That's the thing. Right now the empath or the highly sensitive person is being affected by the energy that they're walking into, okay? So ways that we can combat this, because you know, if you're not aware of how to process someone else's emotions, you know, most of us can't even process our own emotions in the moment, or you know, we're working on that, but processing someone else's is difficult. More so than that, trying to figure out if it's your emotions or someone else's emotions, and then trying to process that so you feel better. Because what happens to the empath, the highly sensitive person, is they'll walk into a room, or their best friend or a family member, someone at home or work, could be having a really bad day. They could be going through a lot of emotional, you know, turmoil at the moment. And that empath will pick up on that. And then all that energy comes into the empath or the highly sensitive person and kind of comes into their understanding and their awareness. So now they are having a bad day. They are feeling sorrow, or they are feeling grief, or they are feeling off. They are not feeling themselves. And they're absorbing that energy as opposed to just processing it and understanding that it's not theirs to begin with. We just aren't taught that. We don't have that capability for the most part as a whole right now in this time. So we need to use tools, and we need to have ways to learn about that. Crystals are a great way, because you know I love them, for us to use them as tools, right? So ways that you can use crystals, you can, depending upon the crystal. Some of them you have to be careful with. Some of them are toxic, just so you know. So like malachite, which I will be showing you in a little bit. Spoiler alert, but malachite needs to be in a polished form, because that dust can be a little bit toxic. Selenite can dissolve in water. So just depending upon certain things, you know, you want to watch what the crystal is, any kind of properties to it, like physical properties to it, how you use it, right? So for me, throwing some rose quartz into a bathtub, awesome, love it, do it all the time. Throwing selenite into the bathtub, not so much, okay? Or like a Himalayan salt, that puppy will dissolve in a, it makes the bath all nice, but the Himalayan salt will go right away. So You can use them, like I just said, in the bath. You can use them around, around a bathtub if you're taking like a salt bath or something and trying to bring your energy and cleanse it away. You can carry them. You can put them in your pockets, tuck them in places. You can keep them in your purse. You can keep them around your bed. You can make grids with them, throughout your household. If you're at work, you can just have them on your desk. Some people carry them in little baggies, like little velvet bags or something, and put them, within places on their body. You can wear them in jewelry. Like today, I'm wearing moldavite, and I always wear the rainbow, my rainbow moonstone there, always. So it's just different things you can do. So you can charge your water or your food with the crystals. Again, being aware of different safety measures for some of the crystals. You wouldn't want to put like malachite into your water. Not a good idea. But now they do sell bottles, the water bottles that have the crystals that are already in and are safely contained, but it still charges the water with it. If you don't have that bottle, you can simply get like a bottle of water and place it on a selenite plate or put some crystals around it with the intention of that water being charged with the vibration of crystals. It's like that, okay? For me, I have crystals everywhere. There's a grid under my bed. There are crystals on my nightstands. There are crystals in every corner of my room, of my home, the rooms, in my office. I have them tucked in places. I have them in my pockets. I have them on my wrists. Another great way you could wear, incorporate crystals. I have some rose quartz. I have some rhodonite, more rose quartz, lava stones for the essential oils, things like that. Different ways you can do it. Earrings, whatever. So making things, grids, keeping them around you. It's just being around them. You don't have to like surround yourself in a crystal bubble all the time, although that could be cool. May not be efficient for some people who have to, like live life and go to work and things like that. But you just keep a little bits on them. They don't have to be huge crystals. A small little piece, something like this. It's a little piece of selenite. This works fantastic. It does not have to be a humongous piece of selenite that I have to stand next to and touch all day long. That would be cool too, but I can't live my life like that. So little bits is fine. It's totally okay. However you want to do it. It's always about the intention though. Okay, so again, you can charge your waters, you can keep them around your body, make grids in the home, in the office, things like that. For me, the best way I think for empaths or highly sensitive people are usually to have them around them, to on that person or in close proximity. So like if you're sleeping on the nightstand, sometimes under the pillows, around the bed. If you have a desk at work, you can have a couple of them placed, in certain areas around the desk. You don't have to have, crazy things. Lots of crystals can come in little statues, so if you feel uncomfortable with bringing, say a crystal like this, to work and plopping it on your desk, although times are different now. You can get like maybe a little cat statue of quartz or something like that. More acceptable in the mundane world. But me, I'm gonna have that guy, or I'm gonna have like this guy, something like that. Anyway, so ways that you can use those crystals just like that. Now, what kinds of crystals should you use if you are empathic or you're highly sensitive? I will say this over and over again. The very first thing I'm going to tell you is always follow your guidance. If you are drawn to a crystal or drawn to a stone, use that one, because what I tell you is my opinion. What the person down at the crystal shop, what they tell you, it's their opinion. And they're all based upon different information that we've received, but no one's going to give you better information than yourself, plain and simple. So if you're feeling that you need a crystal that works well for you to help you cleanse and clear your energy that I don't mention today, then you use that one. These just work for me. They work for my clients. It's what I'm using right now, and they've changed over the years too. So, always listen to yourself, okay? Resonate with what you're saying. So the crystals that I've chosen today, and for different reasons I've chosen them too. We'll start with the one here that I have in my hand, selenite. Selenite comes in many different ways and forms. This is one again that is not good in water, so you don't want to like wash it or something. Selenite doesn't need any kind of cleansing either. They just can actually cleanse your other crystals. But I have a lot of ways, and you can see this. Selenite for me is really good as far as clearing the energy. So what happens again to the empath is you walk into a room, you get bombarded with everyone's energy, and you can get overwhelmed very, very easily if you don't know how to take care of that and to maintain your energetic bodies, right? Energetic health is just as important, or, as physical health, okay, or mental health. Our energy is important. We must be diligent in cleaning and cleansing and maintaining our energy so we feel good and we feel okay, right? So selenite, again, helps to clear away. It's good for other things also. It's great for the connections with spirit and such, but it's a great, great cleansing crystal. So for the empath to cleanse their energy, to cleanse away their energetic impurities or things that come to their energy that are not theirs, this is a great one to use. So, you can use this by just kind of waving it around you with the intention to clear your energy of anything that does not belong to you. Ways that you can see, I have a few of them. Selenite's very, very popular, and it's got many different ways you can find it. So here's a little piece of polished selenite. It's just, boom, little guy there. Okay. Here is a beautiful little sphere. You may have seen the large sphere that I have. I wasn't going to lug that puppy into the office today because it's kind of heavy. So I don't want to bring it in with me. But that one's sitting on my nightstand right by where I sleep. So it helps me when I'm sleeping and to cleanse. So this little sphere you can kind of just hold in your hand. Boom. You hold like that. You can meditate just a few moments, ask you for it to be cleansed and cleared within your own energetic body. These are really popular too, the selenite little towers. You may see some selenite lamps. I actually have a few over there, but I'm not going to bring them in front of the camera. So selenite towers are like this. It's a double tower. Again, this cool little thing to have on your desk or, in your nightstand somewhere. Again, just holding on to it and with the intent to cleanse your energetic body. And you want to make sure that you're just being sovereign in your own energy. You don't want to have to deal with anybody else's. And so you're cleansing away anyone else's emotions or energy, right? Just to be your own. When you are able to clear everything else away and just be within your own energy, first you're going to know what's yours, right? So if you're upset and it's still there, you know that you're upset for whatever reason. You're experiencing the emotions. It's not someone else's emotions that you're experiencing. So that's why it's important to cleanse and clear. So there's the selenite there. Another really little sticks is really popular too. They come smaller, they come larger. However, just some selenite sticks. You can make this great for making grids. If you want to make like a grid under your bed, right? Just kind of position them however you're guided. There's patterns you can do. Again, little selenite. You can use this as a little wand. These are really, really inexpensive too. I use this one a lot. This is just like I use this for cleansing my crystals or waving them around other people. They're fun. And it's kind of like a pointy thing, so you can kind of direct the energy and the vibration of the crystals to cleanse over you. Wouldn't so much want to have this one in my back pocket. I would go with the tumbled piece at that point, right? Okay, so that's the selenite. That's a really good one to help to cleanse away. Another they're all really good, so I'm going to say it over and over again. Please forgive me. One of my favorites, I'll say that a lot too, is black tourmaline. You've watched any of my videos, you've seen me, I use this one a lot. Black tourmaline is really, I love this piece. It's the piece I keep at the office. It's cool. It's in a matrix. Here's another piece. And there we go. So the black tourmaline, again, not only gives you properties of protection and strength and like guardian around you, but it also helps to transmute the energy. And for the empath, that's what's important, because once you clear it away, you may be to the point where you're not ready to clear away yet, that you're so overwhelmed that you need to just kind of like push it and breathe, right? So the black tourmaline helps with that. It again repels the negative energies or lower vibrations or other people's stuff, whatever, but it also mutes it. So if you walk into a room that is full of grief can be not lower vibrational in a manner of people thinking it's a bad thing, because grief isn't bad. All emotions aren't bad. They're just, tools for us to show us contrast. but we don't really like to go through some of them sometimes. Grief is one of them. It can feel heavier or denser. So by using a piece of black tourmaline or two, or having them within your body, this is one I would definitely say to keep on you, on your physical body, because it pulls in the dense and then it transmutes the energy to a lighter energy. Once it's lighter, the person is now able to breathe a little bit. So if you are that highly sensitive person that gets overwhelmed easily and you can't find your way out, if you will, the black tourmaline can help with that, because it gives you that place where you can go, okay, so now my head's above water. Now let me see if I can cleanse away this energy, right? And decide what's just mine and what somebody else's. So this is a really beautiful stone. One that I would definitely say, if you can only do one of them, I would definitely do the black tourmaline if you are a highly sensitive person. That's something there. Another really cool one is Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is also, I love this one. Again, not one I'm going to carry on my person. I have it around me. You can have it on the desk or something. But the Smoky Quartz is a really beautiful crystal. The vibration for this one feels a little bit more gentle than the black tourmaline does for me. It transmutes that same kind of denser energy. It transmutes it to a lighter energy. It also helps to protect and remove energies. So any of your darker stones are really good, but these are two that I enjoy working with. They work well for me. You may find that at one time a black tourmaline will work really well, and then the next time you go to use it, it may not be what you need. You may need to fine tune a little bit, and maybe Smoky Quartz or an onyx will be something that you need instead. So there's that one. Another thing as far as clearing and cleansing the energy for the empath, once you clear it and cleanse it, you're not like instantly, I'm better. You feel better because you're not feeling so pressured or overwhelmed, but there's still, you've definitely been affected by the energy, I'll say it like that. So you want to smooth things out. You want to give your body and give yourself and give your energy some time to heal a little bit, because you really have been affected. If you scratched yourself, you could put some treatment on it and clear away the bacteria, which is what the other crystals were doing. They were clearing away. But then you want to take care of it. You want to put like a Band-Aid, maybe some ointment, right? So you can use crystals as an ointment, if you will. I'm not saying to grind it up or anything. I'm saying energetically. It could be an energetic ointment. Amethyst is a really good one. I love this piece. Amethyst. So this is like the healer stone. This is a healing stone. Amethyst is great for everything. I always joke and say, if you are an oily person, then amethyst is like the same as lavender oil. It's great for everything. If you don't have anything at all you have is amethyst, you're still good. It helps to bring in calm and tranquility. Holding amethyst will just really instantly bring you into a calm space. So if you are a highly sensitive person or an empath and you've just walked into a room and you are just like, oh my God, I'm freaking out, I don't know what's going on, it's all this energy is bombarding you, because it happens like that. Okay, it totally happens like that. Holding a piece of amethyst, again, maybe not one you want to keep on your person like this, but holding a piece of amethyst can relax you and get you to the place where you can energetically say, what's mine, what's not mine, let me cleanse and clear this away. All right, so amethyst can bring you to that place of balance, of calm. Having this in the office is a good idea. If you work in an environment where people are very easily overstressed and there's a lot of like anxiety and chaoticness around you, energetically, amethyst is one that you want to probably hold on to a lot. Okay, it's a beautiful stone too, and it comes in many different ways. There's polished, there's points, little things like this, all kinds of stuff. Okay, malachite. You may not normally see this one as far as a stone for empaths or highly sensitive people. However, for me, I like this stone because it's like a balancer. It not only pulls up the emotions and the feelings that you're feeling, right? Because once they're out in your field, sometimes they kind of come in. If you have the same kind of feelings to a point, and they can kind of connect and they blow up, and now it's this big, huge, say you were a little bit depressed when you came in, you walked into a room and everybody like in there was kind of sad and depressed. Guess what? Now you've taken your little bit of depression or sadness and then added it into a room full of that, smashed them together, and now you're like a hot mess crying in the bathroom. What's going to happen? Malachite. It pulls up those energies and pulls them out and clears it away. Not only that, but it helps to stimulate your life force. So what does that mean? What does it look like? It looks like this stone here vibrationally adds energy to your etheric body, to your light bodies, to your aura. It brings in your chi, your prana, your ki. It kicks it up. Okay, it adds, it's like a charging station for your energetic body. Okay, what that does is it raises your vibration. And when you are in a situation where the emotion or the feelings that you're feeling or being bombarded with are down here, right, you can fight against them, or you can try to clear them away, or you can simply rise above them. Okay, sounds easy, right? Kind of is, kind of isn't. You have to be in the right mental state to do this. That's the whole thing. So if you're not, so let's say it like this, I would not suggest this stone for someone who is just understanding that they are an empath. I would suggest this stone for someone who has been working with their empathic side for years or a while and has a pretty strong understanding of how to cleanse and clear, how to discern what's theirs and what someone else's. Okay, I'll say it like that. So this stone can help you to add energy to your own and to rise above the lower vibrational emotions that either you were feeling or you stepped into. I'll say it that way. Okay. So if that's you or you want to give it a try, Malachite is really good for that, because it really does, it like charges up your own field and just lifts you and lifts you and lifts you to where down here is not even affecting you anymore. Right? If you're in a big sky-rise building and you're on like the penthouse, you're not really seeing what's happening on the 5th floor. They could be having an argument or some kind of craziness that's going on down there, and you're not even understanding because you don't even have an awareness of what's happening because you're so far above it. Okay? That's what you want to do energetically. You want to rise above it. Raise your vibration. That's what that means. But sometimes it's not so easy. And you may want to use another one of the stones. You may want to use black tourmaline or something, and that's perfectly fine. Okay? That's another one there. Okay. So the last one that I'm going to talk about is one that I use often. I have this stone around me a lot. It's not rose quartz, although I do have some rose quartz here. Yay. So you can use rose quartz, because rose quartz is all about love and happiness and bringing in that love vibration. And through love, all things are possible. So if you want to feel better, rose quartz, okay? That's what you want to, if you're feeling down and those lower vibrational emotions, rose quartz is just fine. So you can add that to the list. I have it, wasn't going to talk about it, but now I did because it's rose quartz, and why wouldn't I? So there you go. But the one I have around me all the time is the pink tourmaline, or the rubellite. And I love, this is one of my favorites so much. I know, I say it all the time about all of them. It's okay. This stone, once you've been cleansed and cleared, this is like the solvent that makes everything okay. This is like the, what is it, the antiseptic that you place over the cut and soothes it and makes it feel better. Or this would be the mom going, when you get a boo-boo, that's what this is, okay? For me, the pink tourmaline is a stone that vibrates in a very nurturing and compassionate manner. So when we just addressed all of our energetic issues, not knowing if it's ours or not, and we've cleansed that away, you could feel overwhelmed still. You could feel a little tired and exhausted. And even though you've separated yourself from the other energies, you're still affected. You still need to kind of like smooth and take care of yourself now. This is why a lot of empaths and people who are highly sensitive need to have a lot of alone time or be in nature a lot. Nature is instant. You go for a walk, kick your shoes off and run around some grass, be at a beach or something, you're going to feel a lot better, right? But that's what this does. So the pink tourmaline is like laying your head down in the most motherly of mother, or the most loving loved one, a father, a grandmother, a grandfather, aunt, uncle, whatever, sibling. And they just kind of rub your head and say, it's going to be okay. I got you, right? You're good. You just rest for a minute. That's what this stone is like for me. It's a beautiful, beautiful vibration. If you go through a lot of emotions, a pink tourmaline might be one that you really want to have on hand. Again, I don't have it on today, but I normally do. having this around you helps to smooth it out. It's an emotional balancer, so it really does balance you out and soothes. It just makes you feel better, okay? So the pink tourmaline is another one that not only doesn't cleanse away so much, although all crystals will, or transmute the energy, but it's self-care for you after the fact. That way you're feeling better, because you still need to feel better. Right? You still need to feel recharged. You need to feel centered and balanced. That's what's the key for energetic health. Right? So just remember that there's nothing wrong with you. Why am I so sensitive? Because you're on this huge wave of humankind and you are going much faster, and that's why. So you're awesome and you're incredible, and thank you for deciding to do this in this lifetime. So yay. Just take care of yourself, okay? Remember that if you need to be alone for a little bit, that's okay. If you need to take time out and go take a bath and some salt, that's fine. You need to go sit in a room or sit in a couch or sit in a chair and have crystals all around you, I do that. That's okay. You're good if you need to go for a walk. You're at work and you can't really lay down on the floor. If you can, that would be so cool. And cover yourself with crystals from your purse or your pocket. You can't do that. Go outside, go for a walk. Sit in the sunshine for a little bit. Those things still help, okay? So I hope this was a little bit informative for you. I thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying these videos, please, please, please like it, share it, comment, say, hey, how you doing? It's just nice. It's a good way to kind of grow, and I thank you for it. So you guys have a really, really good day or evening or night. And again, I thank you so much for allowing me to be part of it. And take care now. Bye-bye.